Good morning, everyone. This is Father Nate, missionary priest in Italy, and thanks for joining us today, October 31st, 2024, as we celebrate Thursday of the 30th week in Ordinary Time. Today's Gospel comes to us from the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 13, verses 31 through 35. Some Pharisees came to Jesus and said, "Go away. Leave this area because Herod wants to kill you." He replied, "Go and tell that fox, 'Behold, I cast out demons, and I perform healings today and tomorrow, and on the third day I accomplish my purpose. Yet I must continue on my way today, tomorrow, and the following day, for it is impossible that a prophet should die outside of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you. How many times I yearned to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her brood under her wings, but you were unwilling. Behold, your house will be abandoned. But I tell you, you will not see me until the time comes when you say, Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." In today's Gospel, we heard St. Luke's version of Christ's lament over Jerusalem. In particular, we have that beautiful image that Christ describes the way he desired the salvation of the citizens of Jerusalem. We could say it's in this way, too, that he desires the salvation of all peoples. How many times I yearned to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her brood under her wings, but you were unwilling. Now, this single phrase we can break down into three parts. First, how it starts. How many times? Christ is lamenting the fact that time and time again, he has sent prophets and other messengers to the Jews. Furthermore, we know that God's will is eternal and immutable. It doesn't change. That means that if Christ wanted to save them at one point, he wants to save them at every point. In other words, that how many times really means all the times, or at all times, every time, at every moment. As Paul writes Timothy in his first letter, God wills everyone to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth. We can ask ourselves, how many times has God sent us grace after grace? Do we really appreciate his providence in our lives? Since his providence, that is the way he provides for us, the way he gives us what we need, is his most constant expression of love for us. Secondly, we have the image proper, as a hen gathers her brood under her wings. That's the action that Jesus wanted to take. Now, the Greek word for hen there is just a generic term for mother bird, right? It refers to the example of any bird gathering her young. And the gathering of the brood under the mother's wings is perhaps one of the best examples we have of natural affection, or we could say even natural love, in the animal kingdom. When the young birds are gathered under the wings of their mother, they're hidden and protected. And this too enables the mother to defend her offspring. We can think of how often the psalmist makes the same point, using this same imagery. For instance, in Psalm 17 we read, "Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings from the wicked who despoil me." Likewise in Psalm 63, "You indeed are my Savior, and in the shadow of your wings I shout for joy. My soul clings fast to you. Your right hand upholds me." But if we don't trust in God, we won't turn to him. If we don't trust in God, we won't let him be our fortress and our deliverer. We won't let him be our protection. We can ask ourselves, how much do we really trust in God? Are we really letting ourselves be gathered under his wings? And thirdly, we have the final words, those painful words that Jesus directs. But you were unwilling. You were unwilling. Not that you were unaware, not that you didn't know, but you were unwilling. The problem then isn't a lack of knowledge, but a lack of will. A lack of desire to choose what's right. And here Christ spells out the painful consequences of our freedom. It's the ability to choose God or to reject him for all eternity. Today we can reflect on Christ's words. In fact, we can replace our names for Jerusalem. Would Christ issue the same lament about us? Would he say, I desired to have you under my wings, but you wouldn't accept it. You were unwilling. So today, through the intercession of Mary, the daughter of Zion, let's ask for the grace to turn to Christ, to see him as our shield and our stronghold, to allow ourselves to be gathered under him, under the shadow of his wings.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed hearing the gospel and homily, I invite you to share it with someone you know who may also find it rewarding, and also to subscribe to the Catholic Voice channel. Please see in the description below if you would like to receive a text message for each daily gospel and homily. Please also keep our missionary priests throughout the world in your prayers. Thank you, and God bless.